Hey, what's up guys, only in Canada, the ICurveBullet here, Curve, bringing you all some 107-3 here on the map Meltdown using the Vector K-10 with silencer and extended mags. So first off, I'm going to explain the gameplay, and then I'm going to move on to something a little bit like a rushing tips and tricks video, because I really know that when you rush and you have the right setup, it's going to help you out a lot for getting those great gameplays, or just overall great games. Maybe you need to cap a flag, something like that. It's overall going to help you out a little bit. But let's explain the gameplay first, and then I'll move on. So right here, we're playing on the map Meltdown, playing some ground war domination. I start off the map with flanking the enemy spawn. They spawn at A, we spawn at C. I go right through the middle, like right under the B flag. There's a little thing you can run through. I usually like to run through there and get into the enemy spawn. But you gotta be careful when you're rushing that, because in the upper window, there's usually snipers there. I usually like to run a grenade as my lethal, because I can tactically just grenade them out. And then I'm not running any tacticals, but my main setup is the Vector K-10, and the Vector K-10 is really good with extended mags and silencer. The reason I like it good with extended mags and silencer is because it has an awesome clip. Like, the extended mags holds around a 48 bullet clip. That's gonna help you out for taking down three or four enemies at a time. I've had the Vector K-10 and got a quad feed with it. It's a really great gun when you run extended mags on it. And then silencer is gonna really help you out when you're in those situations in the spawn. And overall, the Vector Vector K-10 has great accuracy, great hip fire capabilities, great damage. It's overall a really great weapon. Now let's move on to the gameplay. Or no, I just need to say something quick. I am running the kill streaks of Lodestar, Dogs, and Swarm, and then I'm running a awesome, really cool setup. I just got that setup, and it is actually the Diamond Camo SMG. So hopefully I'll be able to feature those Diamond SMGs in my next gameplay. But anyways, let's move on to talking about the tips and tricks, or the tips and tricks portion of this video. So today I kind of want to talk about the best guns to rush with, or the best rushing kind of class setups. So let's start off with the best guns to rush with. So my favorite guns for rushing are, of course, the Vector K-10, the PDW, the MP7, and the MSMC. Of course, all the submachine guns are probably one of the best rushing guns in the game are the submachine guns. I say that because they're very versatile. You can go into any situation with them and still win the gunfight, except if it's like across the map, or sometimes you can get across the map if you know how to burst properly. I might talk about that, or give you guys a tutorial on how to burst properly, maybe in a private match, or just overall online. But bursting is really going to help you out with accuracy. But let's keep moving on to the guns. So the best guns for rushing are, of course, all the submachine guns. Those are my favorite guns for rushing. I guess preferably favorite ones out of the submachine gun category would have to be the Vector K-10, MSMC, and the PDW. I say that because of the clip size, the hip fire, and the accuracy of them. Anyways, let's move on to what the, I guess, good attachments you need for these rushing submachine guns for your class setup. So let's start off with the first ever submachine gun you get, and that is the MP7. So on the MP7, I like to run a simple class setup as the silencer and laser sight. The reason I like to run silencer and laser sight is it's going to help me out when I'm hip firing, because the MP7 is really great for hip firing, and the iron sights are okay, so you basically don't need a sight. So that's what I like to run on the MP7. Now let's move on to the second one. So the second gun you get is the PDW-57. So the PDW-57 is really good with silencer and fast mags, due to the fact that you don't need extended mags, because it already has a bullet or a mag of around 40 bullets. So you're only really going to need a silencer and fast mags. So that's basically, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting a large clip, you're going to be able to reload fast, and you get to stay off the radar. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then finally, the best, I guess, rushing submachine gun that I like is the MSMC. Or I don't really use it that much anymore, but it's still pretty good. The MSMC I like to run is fast mags and laser sight. And then let's move on to the third and almost final one, which is the Vector K-10. I like extended mags and clip on there because I explained it at the start of the video. And finally, the Scorpion Evo is okay. I like running it unsilenced, so I would be running grip and laser sight on it. That's probably the best class setup you're going to get. And yeah, that's basically just the best attachments and best kind of class setup for, or guns for rushing, due to the fact that all the submachine guns have really good iron sights, so you don't really need a red dot sight. And all those attachments that I just told you are going to be really good for rushing. Now let's move on to the best rushing perks. This is a final category for rushing. The best rushing perks that are going to help you out, or anyways, let's take a look at this gameplay right here before I move on to the rushing perks. I actually was trying to dodge the bouncing Bettys. You see, I was going pro dodging bouncing Betty style in here. All these people were trying to kill me. I was just dodging all these bouncing Bettys. But anyways, let's move back to talking speaking about the actual best rushing perks. So the best rushing perks I find are either lightweight and hardline, or lightweight and ghost, and I like scavenger or fast hands, not really toughness, and then finally I like tactical mask or dexterity. The reason I'd run something like tactical mask or dexterity is because dexterity is going to help me out when I want to climb over obstacles, so I'd use that on a map like Raid for climbing into people's windows, or I would use tactical mask on a map like Meltdown because a lot of people like to camp and I like to dodge all those, you know, shock charges and grenades and stuff like that. So it depends on which map, but overall the best perks are ghost, lightweight, hardline, scavenger, toughness, dexterity, and tactical mask. So that's it for the best rushing tips, guys. I will be doing a video on explaining maybe more of this stuff if you really want to know. If you want to know like what perks do what stuff like this, what best class setup is on which map. But anyways, guys, that's it for today's gameplay. If you really did enjoy, I'd ask if you left a like, because this was one clutch 100+ right here. You see I get the swarm at the end, and I was like, okay, I'm at 70 kills, I need to call in this lodestar. And you see I just called in the lodestar, and I finally end the game off with a nice final kill cam. And you'll see the final kill cam up here, getting the capture kill, ending off with a 107-3 score with 3 captures and 4, is that 4 defense? 4 defense? What's going on there? But anyways, guys, that's it for me today. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. Get some beef jerky there if you leave a like. Subscribe and comment. I'll see you guys later in my next video. Have a great rest of your Friday night. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace.